Good morning. Welcome to the Lex Factor. Today, we are continuing our conversation with Sandi West of Spider Academy. So, I believe it's our 4th episode, but I can never remember. Let's get right to it, though, after the bell. I like your background. It's very stark, but you stand out because of your color.
Yes, thank you.
Love it. I love it.
I have all white walls in my house.
That's okay. That's okay. So good to see you. I said in the opening that this is, I can't remember if it's our 4th or 5th. Let's call it our 5th because I think there was an interview early. But you've been taking us through the whole offering of Spider Academy and giving us a demonstration. So we're going to kind of recap today, I believe.
Yes, we're going to go over kind of some of the videos or the episodes we've already had.
Okay.
And recap it.
Yeah. And then you're going to be kicking Lex to the curb and doing your own thing. And I'm going to go like this when I'm gone. So it's going to be fun, though. You're going to do great. And we're excited for that, too. So let's get right to it. Do you want to go right to slides or you want to talk a little bit? What do you want to do first?
Let's go right to the slides.
Let's go right to the slides. Let's bang them out. All right. Here's today's agenda. It's going to be a quick one, I think. We're going to just kind of recap, right? So give everyone who might just tune into this one what's been going on with the past ones, a little bit about the whole deal here, the Spider Academy. Go ahead. I'll let you roll through it.
Okay. So who we are, Spider Academy is a blend of education and also technical tools for traders, whether they're either beginners or intermediate traders or advanced traders. So this is for everybody. And if you want to go on to the next slide.
Wow, that was a quick one.
Yeah, I'm speeding up these days. I'm getting faster.
I like it. Since the human attention span's about 3 seconds, right?
Right? Yeah, I think mine's actually less.
Yeah. Okay, so this is about you. So Sandi's the deal. Look at that golf swing. Is that you?
That is me.
That is good left arm. You look at your weight distribution, very good. I'm a golfer. So, wow.
Yeah, that is so funny. So Joe put this together. He's the man with the tools, right? He's the brains behind this whole operation. And he put this slideshow together and he put that picture in. And I was like, okay.
I love it. I love it. And then the middle picture, I know the yellow jackets. That's all from the Merc, it looks like to me, the CME in Chicago.
Yeah, so this is like my progression, right? So I go from upstate New York to Chicago onto the floor, and then now I'm a golfer.
I love it. And out west somewhere, right?
Yeah, I'm in Phoenix. There's like a ton of golf courses here, and so it's a great place for golfers to live. My daily thought is like, how do I make passive income so I can play golf?
And guess where you settled? With options, right?
Yep, you can do it doing options, or you can do it doing dividends for sure.
Okay. Okay, good. All right, good. Next slide then.
Yeah, next one.
Perfect.
So, like I was saying, this is for people who are beginners. We're going to try and help them out. People who have no education in the trading realm and they don't know how to get started, or what they should trade, or they don't have any ideas, like trade ideas or tools, and they might not have time or not that much money, and we can help them solve all those problems.
Okay, so let me do my little emphasis here too, because I'm a big advocate of this sort of stuff, right? So you and I lived on the trading floor, so we had a different metric then, meaning our edge proposition was completely different from what a retail trader has. Right? We could buy the bid and sell the offer, and we made that spread. That was our deal. Again, I'm simplifying it, but we did tons of strategies and trades, and we kind of managed risk the whole time and kept ourselves, Greek neutral as best we can, blah, 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 right? So this is important. I can't stress to our viewers how you have to, become educated, really, really put your efforts into learning. That's number one. I agree with that. And what Spider Academy does is it gives you what I always call a trade idea generator. All that means is it gives you a reason to do something. Now, you can either choose to do it or you can choose not to do it. That's your deal. That's your problem, right? But you help the retail person, right, with a set of tools that gets them to that starting line where they can actually put on a trade, right?
That's correct.
Yeah, and you teach them, maybe how to manage it and all that kind of thing. There's probably some great, technical tools in here as well that help them. All things that are absolutely essential for the retail person, right? Because of the edge proposition for them. That's what I
Yes.
say about all this. And this is kind of, going down that path a little bit. Do you want to go through each one of these a little bit, or is this, do we do it? What do you think?
Yeah, we understand the challenges that new traders face, and we want to have them have a good result. Because if you have a couple bad trades, you might not be like, this might not be for me. So we want them to have a good result. So our dividend masterclass is a great way to start, because you're getting paid to be in that ETF, which we are focusing mostly on high yielding monthly paying ETFs.
Right.
So you're going to have a good result at the end of the month. And then we're going to show you how to reinvest your dividend and possibly add capital. And therefore, you're getting into the realm of compounding your returns, which is super exciting.
I got you.
So there's us, right? We're helping them up, helping them get started.
Is that you in the yellow, the yellow emoji picking that person up? You're always in white though. So why are you lying on the ground there?
I don't know. I must have gotten knocked over on the floor. Actually, that reminds me of a story. I probably shouldn't tell it right now, but I accidentally, I pushed a guy over onto the floor one time.
You did? Did you knock him one when he was down? Did you hit him? Give him a good shot?
No, I kind of ran away because I was like, I didn't expect him to go as far as he did when I kind of shoved him, because he was shoving me. So I shoved him and he hit the ground.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, my God.
The good old days
of being on the floor. Such a crazy story. I was like, oh,
no. That's awesome.
So, anyway,
so tell us about this.
Yeah.
Tell us about this besides the guy you knocked over who's lying on the ground there. What is this all about here?
So basically, we're going to help traders, depending on, it doesn't matter what level of trader they are, to navigate the complexities of trading, using our indicators and learning about how to use them through our master classes.
Okay, good. So people can actually, when they subscribe to the Spider Academy, they can be online and you guys will teach them online a little bit in some sort of online classroom of sorts. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. Good. Next slide. Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
So here is to kind of recap the dividend master class, which you'll probably hear me talk about a lot, because I really think it's a great thing for people to have in their portfolio. This is the MSTY, MSTY. And MSTY is a ETF offered by YieldMax. It came out in February, and the underlying market that it follows is MicroStrategy. And so, which is MSTR. So these ETFs will have acronyms that are very close to the underlying market that they follow.
Okay.
You can see here that the last 3 dividends, it paid out a little over $1 in September. No.
Yep.
Yes. August, September, and then October, $4 per share.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, it's a big deal.
That's pretty good. So you teach people how to take advantage of collecting these dividends and maybe reinvesting those dividends. Is that right?
Yes. So this tool will actually help you time when to reinvest or add to your position, reinvesting your dividend or adding more capital to your position, and helping you time that with those green vertical lines and the line down below, showing when you're in an overbought or oversold position.
Perfect. Okay, and these are all for the folks. These are all things you'll learn in the academy. So keep that in mind as well. Okay, good. Next slide or no?
Yep, next one.
I'm guessing on next slide, by the way. You can just say next slide. Say, Lex, I'll do the next slide thing. Don't worry about it.
I think when I'm done. So we
kind of read each other, right?
Yeah, we got a good vibe going. So
Good. What do we got here? MES buy trade setup. Help me.
So this is the micro S&P, right? So this is just a screenshot of what a high probability trade setup would look like. So you have the RSI below showing that it's oversold, so it's down below.
Yep.
And
that's
then
the kickoff, right? Sorry to interrupt. That's where we start getting excited.
Right. It's a leading indicator, right? So it's predicting a pivot or a change in market movement going from the downside now going into the upside.
Okay. So that's the one that tips us off. And then we start looking at the bars, right? I'm just trying to do this from memory a little bit.
Right. Yep. Okay. You're doing a great job.
Okay. So we see a little yellow bar that gets me, not only the RSI get me excited, I get more excited when I see the yellow bar. Not fully excited yet, but more excited. Right? Go ahead.
Right. That means that I see that on the green line there and a little bell. And then where you would actually enter the trade would be on the number one.
Number one. Okay. What if you miss the number one? I'm sleeping. I'm like this. And I wake up and I'm on number two. Do I get in at number two or not? What do you think?
Well, you know what? I don't know how long you're going to be asleep for because, depending on like what the time frame is that you're looking at, it could be something that you miss pretty quickly. You could miss the whole thing. Gotcha. But you don't really want to get in like on a 3 or a 4 or a 5 because you don't have that high probability, trade setup. You want to enter on the number one. Otherwise, you're just going to have to wait for the next signal. Okay.
And then you may have said this, but what is this candle duration here? Are these 1 minute candles, 5 minutes, 60 minutes, days? What are these?
You know what? I don't know exactly which time frame this picture was taken in, but I do have an example of a 5-minute chart of the E-mini S&P over the last day or so, because it's been pretty crazy the last day. So I wanted to showcase that, and what the system signaled during this time.
Okay, let me finish up here though. So you want excuse me, you want to get on the number one after a big green vertical line or bar, whatever you call that, right?
Yes.
So I don't know if people can see my mouse, but maybe right in here. And then how do you know when to get out? Is there a way to get out? Does the system give us a little indication there, or is that up to you?
Yeah, it'll be up to your discretion as to when you want to get out. But what the system will do is it will count to 7 and then it starts over.
Okay, so maybe 7's a good time.
Yeah, so at the end of the bar on a 7 would be the time to exit.
Gotcha. Okay, perfect. Makes perfect sense. Can I say next slide?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, next slide.
Good job.
All right, tell us. I love this.
So this is this is just showing a different example of it. The other slide showed it going up, and this is one showing it going down. And so the beauty of futures is that you can sell.
Okay, but you guys don't do this so much, right? Don't you guys just mainly do the bullish side, or is that not right?
Well, the creator, which is Joe, is a bull, and if it's a down day, he just doesn't trade.
Okay, well, but if you wanted to, you could. The signal is valid to the downside as well, yeah?
Yes, exactly. Okay. So if you're a bear, it'll work for you. If you're a bull, it'll work for you. Okay. It's up to you if you want to go short or if you want to go long.
Got it. Okay, awesome. So this is the bearish side of it. Looking good. Anything more we should cover? Same numbers, right? You got the red bars though that kind of get you prepared. Is there a bell on this one too?
No bell. No, I don't know if there's little bells in the yellow and I think there is a bell, but there's no warning. There's no warning before the stuff.
I gotcha. Okay, I don't see the bell so much on my screen, but that's okay. Maybe we should do like a grumpy face for the downside, like we're going down.
Yeah, what's funny is actually you can't. You talk about being on the floor back in the day in the edge, and what we had was we could hear the market. Right?
Oh, sure, for sure, 100%.
And now that's kind of taken away. It's very quiet. It's just you and your computer. Maybe you have CNBC on or something, but actually Joe, he has programmed his own system. It's not available on this, but he is a very advanced trader. His systems actually talk to him and he creates the noise.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Very cool.
Yeah, very cool.
Awesome.
Just to give you a little insight on him.
I love that. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Yeah.
Yep. Next one.
Okay.
Oh, all right. So here it is, right?
Wow.
So
What
yes,
is this? Oh, this is the 5-minute chart on the E-mini S&P. Okay. So these are
yes.
5-minute bars.
Yep.
And hold
Yep.
on, let
So
me look at this. I see. Okay, I see a bell. I see a yellow and I see a bell. I see a 1. I'm in. Okay.
so
Go ahead.
November 5th, which
Yep.
was yesterday, we got the signal to get in, right?
Yeah, I see that.
And then it counted to 7, and then you had, going into overnight and into today, which, today was a huge up day.
Right.
You can see that I just wanted to give you a real good example of the market, the system working with the market, even under these types of big moves in the market.
Yeah.
I think E-mini S&P is up like 130 or 50. Where is it at now?
Yeah, 139 right now.
139.
Yep.
Yeah, that was up like 12.
That was up 1,400 now.
Oh my God. So
yeah.
14.
Yeah. And the NASDAQ is up 518. So percentage wise, like 3.5% for the Dow, 2.8 for the NASDAQ, 2.4 for the S&Ps. Pretty good move. So
market is loving it.
Yeah, market's loving it. So I can't see on the bottom there, so I apologize. But where's the overnight start on here? So where am I looking there? I'm trying to see because the numbers are small on my screen. Sorry.
Yeah, I think like the overnight is like kind of right in between like the first green signal and the second green signal. If you're looking at it, I'm having a hard time seeing it myself, but it's really just kind of
in there.
November 5th. Do you see it?
Yep.
It's the first green signal.
Okay. So what if you got a signal at the end of the day, do you do it for overnight or not?
It depends on if you're, what kind of trader you are. If you're like a day trader or swing trader or position trader, it's going to work on all time frames for all types of traders. This one I was just showing as a 5-minute chart, but yeah, you can enter, and then there's different requirements for margin and all that other stuff. So
gotcha. Okay. Awesome. Yeah. I love it. So this is a really current kind of an example of what's happening here. I love it.
Yeah, I would probably advise to do it during normal market hours, right?
Yeah.
So because it'll be more liquid and it's just probably a better trade setup during normal market hours.
Fair enough. Okay. Okay. Next slide.
Next slide.
Awesome.
So this is the option one, right? This is the SPY, and it's showing you that the different signals that we got, the different strike prices, all of those option trades where, we have a 25% of whatever you're risking on the trade, and they are all winners. It's hard to, showcase that on the PowerPoint right now. But what I wanted to show you, what we're really looking at on this particular slide is how we didn't get a sell signal, or I'm sorry, an option signal for almost the past month, back to like October 14th, just past that. And you can see that all the time frames, the weekly, the daily, the 4-hour, and the 1-hour are all trending down. So,
I see that.
So you're not going to get a signal to put on an option position when the market is in a downtrend, because we put on vertical call spreads, and you're a bull, and that's a bullish position to take. So we're showing here kind of on this slide that there hasn't been a signal. You see the red line, but that doesn't mean like sell a call or something.
Gotcha.
It's just indicating the market's going down.
So you made let me clarify an important point I think you made. When you get the signal and it's a bullish signal, you guys do call spreads, I think you said, right?
Yes.
So from memory, I think you said you're long, you place at the money, and you're short, you place out of the money a little bit. It could be 5 strikes, 10 strikes, whatever you can handle financially, right? So you limit your risk, and you also, obviously limit your reward, but it's a good risk reward ratio sort of thing, right? So that's how you guys like to trade them. You don't like to just go buy naked calls and call it a day, right? Safe to say.
So by selling the higher strike call, you're actually receiving premium for selling that call, and therefore it's lowering your cost to put the position on. So you're a net debit, and therefore you have capped your upside, but you've also reduced your risk by receiving premium by selling that call.
Perfect.
And And then you don't need that much of a market movement to capture a 25% return on your risk. So you put your limit order to get out and your stop and everything, and we show you how to do that and how to put the trade itself on. And so we go through all those steps with you.
Perfect. All right, love it. Okay.
Yeah.
Can I say next slide?
Next slide.
Next slide.
So this is cocoa. You're probably like, what is Vita Coco doing up here? This is like not one of the big movers in the S&P, right?
Okay. No. Yeah. So what are we doing here?
So what we're showing is that, we wanted to show the long vertical call spread strategy, and you can see the different signals that have come up. But we're showing now that it's a weekly and the daily and the 4 hour are now up.
Okay.
Right. So we have confluence in the longer time frames, and the medium and the short term is still red, that's 60, but it should be turning green soon. So this is just really, it has nothing to do with Vita Coco. I know Joe loves vitamin water or coconut water, but who doesn't, right? So really all we're trying to showcase here is, the longer time frames and the market movement and getting the signals, because everything's in confluence.
Got it. Okay. Very nice. I like that. So when you're sitting in front of the computer, you're looking at your platform that looks kind of like this, and these alerts or signals pop up on occasion, and that's when you wake up and go, oh, here we go, let's do something.
Yeah, and we have the ability to help you set the alert so that you're not glued to your computer, but you get the alert to. So we're going to actually go over that next week on how to set alerts. And you'll be live.
Then let's not jump ahead. My God, Lex, shut up. I love it.
People are going to be like, oh my God, it's another PowerPoint. Can we see some of this in action, Sandy?
I like it. All right, cool. I'm not going to say next slide yet. Are you going to say it?
Yeah, next slide.
Okay, perfect.
And that's it.
Oh, this is it. Okay. So this is just a roundup. Okay, 10 weekly meetings. Study the how-to videos. Love this. Share your results with the team. Perfect. So you guys are there to kind of hold hands a little bit too, right? Not kumbaya hold hands, but hold hands to help.
Yes.
People who and do you get a lot of questions like people are like, guys, I don't know what I'm doing. Holy cow, help me out here. Do you get that kind of stuff?
Oh yeah, we get all sorts of questions, and repeat questions, but we love questions, right? Because people are interested. Sure. And they're learning and they're progressing and they're staying engaged. So we love questions.
Oh, that's good. Now, how would you describe the community in general? Meaning, would you say that if there's a lot of beginners, is it more intermediate? Is it more advanced? Is it a mix of everything? How do you have a feel for that?
I think that it's a lot of beginners, I would have to say. Okay. And people who are just getting started and trying to figure it out. We do have some more traders that have some experience, but maybe have gotten a little lost along the way and need a little bit more of a guidance, or just seeing the different tools that are out there. So they're sprinkled in there as well. Got
it. Okay. That's good. Good to know. Yeah. I like that. And then they can go to spideracademy.com.
SPDR.
Oh, I just say spider. I don't even think about the acronym.
It's spider, but it's spelled a little different.
Yeah, SPDR for the acronym of the spiders, right? So the spy. So that's what it means. Academy.com, and you can sign up for that. Perfect. Are we talking about price yet or not yet?
I know that we've had some preliminary discussions, and we're going to be nailing that down to let you know what our promotion is.
Perfect. So let's hold off then. The answer is, Lex, we're going to hold that baby off.
Yeah, it's coming.
It's coming. All right, Sandy. Always good to see you. Episode 5, here we are in the books. What do you think?
Yeah, I love it. Thank you so much for having me on the Tradier Hub. I so appreciate the opportunity, and I'm excited about going live.
Awesome. Can't wait. Well, good to see you as always. We're going to keep rolling these out, man. This is exciting. Good stuff.
Awesome. Sounds
All right.
good.
Have a good day, Sandy. We'll talk to you soon.
You too, Lex.
Thanks.
Bye.
You know how the financial world goes. Here comes the buzzkill. Please make sure to take some time to read this boring disclaimer. We will owe you one.